welcome back to the show. In this episode, we are going to see about how archaeologists used advanced ground penetrating radar to map an entire city that got buried underground over the time. This technology actually helped the researchers to learn even the tiniest detail of the city's architecture. Now let's get into the details. Falaria Novi is an ancient Roman city that once stood 31 miles north of the present-day Rome, and eventually the city got buried underground. Actually, the city was built about in 241 BC, and it was occupied by people until the early medieval period, that is roughly about 700 AD, and then it got buried. To study this ancient city, there was no digging done by archaeologists. Advances made recently in the ground penetrating radar technology actually allowed the researchers to map the entire city. That is, the city is about 75 acres big in area, and the entire city was mapped in high resolution, and the researchers also believe that this could revolutionize the study of ancient Roman settlements. So Falaria Novi has been studied earlier using different techniques like magnetic variations in soil due to ancient activities called magnetometry, but this new analysis and technique revealed aspects of Falaria Novi which was never known before. Ground penetrating radar technology actually revealed that Falaria Novi had a network of water pipes, a marketplace, a temple, a bath complex, and even a public monument. These were built about 2000 years ago. The layout and design of this particular Roman city was actually different than the ones in Pompeii and other Roman cities that were discovered and studied. And even though the city was less than half the size of Pompeii, its temple, the marketplace, and bath complex are fine and more complex than what the researchers actually expected. Just like our water system now, the images of Falaria Novi shows that a network of water pipes run beneath the city's blocks and streets, and it was connected to a large rectangular building that led to an aqueduct. Part of the rectangular building was likely an open air pool that was part of a public bathing complex. This is somewhat similar to the Great Bath of the Indus Valley civilization that was constructed in about 3rd millennium BC. The public monument that they discovered is not like anything the researchers have seen before. Near the northern gate of the city, there are a pair of large structures that face each other inside a covered passageway featuring a row of columns down the center. This ancient city of Falaria Novi was actually less standardized than the other cities of the Roman Empire, and the architecture of this city actually shows some unique aspects of Roman design, and the surprising features that the ground penetrating radar has revealed suggests that this type of survey could actually transform the way archaeologists survey their archaeological site from now on. Similar to radar, the ground penetrating system actually sends radio waves into the ground, and those waves are bounced off of objects. Their echoes actually create a picture of what is lying beneath the ground at different depths. This is kind of like bats, how they make sound, and the sound actually bounces back and tells the bat where there is an obstacle and how to fly. So using this ground penetrating radar, radio waves were sent beneath the ground, and those radio waves actually hit on materials and it reflected back. The reflected back waves were actually recorded by instruments for every 5 inches of the area, and the immense amount of data collected by their instruments took longer to process. That is, for every 2.5 acres of data collected, their instruments took about 20 hours to process the data, and that was how the entire city was mapped. This ground penetrating radar technology is not new. It is being used by archaeologists from 1910s, but the technology is now faster and in higher resolution, which is what is allowing the researchers to map the entire city. Researchers at the ancient city of Falaria Novi have not yet finished their work, but they are hopeful that by next year their research as well as their data processing will get over. Roman culture and Roman history is quite rich, and this new method of survey will help the researchers team to get even the smallest hidden details. If this ground penetration radar is also used by the Indian archaeological team, we might be able to find many more missing pieces of the history that are buried in our soil. Stay connected with us for more such updates. This is Nisha TS.